Hi there guys, here I am for another video, and in this video we're going to discuss what is truly the most definitive art form. See, plenty of people out there, especially these people who are on these mixtapes who don't know shit and just pretend to like they're the smartest thing in the whole fucking world, and they have to make sure that everything they say seems really important, but it's not, because they downgrade art. They treat like everything like it's art, and some things isn't art. They, even in knowing that it could arguably be considered, this phone could arguably be considered a art form. No. Here is what I consider art forms: paintings, or sculptures, or whatever. Yeah, sculptures, paintings. Well, painting. I'm just gonna put sculptures, wire designs, and the painting portions. I consider paintings and that other stuff art. I consider books in art. Books are an art form. Video games are an art form. Movies are an art form. And I fucking hate it. When people don't respect them for their artistic merits. And now let's go into what is the definitive art form. Okay, and which one has more artistic merits? Okay, with a painting, somebody, and those other things, sculpture, whatever. That's it'd be too long of a list. So, yeah. Somebody draws a picture, and they wait and keep on drawing on it. Then boom. And also photography could go in this portion as well. Okay, you see the painting, and you observe it. This could be considered an art form because it's a painting. Some photography isn't an art form, like this. Hold on, getting something. Like that picture of that pizza isn't an art form. Yeah, that painting is an art. The photography is an art form. But anyways, you see a painting. Somebody took the time to draw that painting, and that's art. It's when somebody like Leonardo da Vinci, that's a really great artist. That's a really high quality artist there. He took his time to draw the Mona Lisa. See, the picture, the sculpture. You look at them. You go into an art museum, and you see them. They look nice. They look visually appealing, and that's great. That's really great. But all you have is just the visuals. There. And that's fine. That's fine. As long as the people take the time to take the time to realize that they're making an art form. When you look at a little kid who is just diddling on his fucking when he's bored in the classroom, he's diddling on a piece of paper, or doodling on, I don't know what the fuck the proper term is for it, but that's art. When you're a little kid and you think that you could actually draw good, that's an art. That's an art form. That's an art form. It may not be the best art form, and sure it may be kind of shitty, but I have respect for it. I have respect for it because you don't really some of you don't really understand that art has artistic meaning to it. But hey, I can understand that. Okay, we got a fucking phone call. Yay. Hello? Hello? Yeah. I'm doing something right now. Yeah. Okay, I know. Yeah, you have that as an art form. All I ask for an artist, is that they at least acknowledge that they're making art form, and they have to make it artistically pleasing. So you have those. They're pretty good. Pretty good. Then you have. Now let's talk about books. Books get the most respect from elderly gentlemen, but to me they are the weakest out of all art forms. They're the weakest out of all art forms. Okay. See, it's still art. Books are still art. See, the author is an artist. There's different varieties of artists. You have your paintings. Those are artists. You have your filmmakers, artists. The author is an artist. Stephen King is an artist, and they just write down the story, get a little bit in detail, and it's a little bit more easy for people to. It's easier to cover up the mistakes. The mistakes in a book compared to a film or any other art, because it's just easier to cover it up because you don't really have nothing visually to stand by. You don't have, with films and games, you don't have actors who could be shitty. All you have to do is just read a book, and you're just reading a story, but ultimately without no visual content, and ultimately it's kind of boring. I respect books for their artistic merits, but ultimately they just aren't my thing. And I'm not this young kid who hasn't yet experienced a book that I love yet. I just don't really see me actually reading a book, because I don't really see me not related to characters in a plot, getting down to a plot that I cannot see like I see how I see you, my point of view, like the camera. All it is just words connected, but still it has artistic merits, and I respect it artistically. I just don't really, I feel like it's the weakest. Okay, now to video games. Video games are an art form. That could possibly be the definitive art form. That could be possibly be the definitive art form, because it could. Oh, and I forgot about music. Music is an art form, and I'll get to that too. Fuck, I forgot. But anyways, you have your video games. Video games combine paintings, drawings, combine drawings, and yeah, they combine drawings and a story. It combines paintings and a story, and that's cool. Yeah, it combines paintings, and storytelling. What a deal! But also movies do that too, and animated features. But see, with games, video games, or games of any kind, like checkers, tic-tac-toe, any of that. You have the decision to decide what route you want to go to. Yeah. You have that. Okay. Then you have music. Yeah, you have music. Music as an art form. Today isn't being taken that seriously, because fucking companies, fucking radio stations don't respect the art form. Of this music, because they keep on repeating it, which ultimately downgrades the artistic merit in a way, because music nowadays has catchiness. It sounds good. Some of the lyrics are good, but the only person who actually knows how to sing to me is Katy Perry. She's the only one that I could tell that actually knows how to sing now. The rest are horrible singers who don't really. At least with her, I could actually tell that she's telling a story. But there's only one that didn't really tell a story, and that's California Girls or whatever. That's the only one that I actually can think of. But most of them tell a story, and most of them have a good voice, a good song in the background. Yeah, you have the death metal. That is good. That's my favorite genre of music. Rob Zombie. Rob Zombie, he doesn't really tell a story, but at least he has some energy in the song, and I kind of like that. Then you have then we have movies. People nowadays fucking. Movies aren't respected for their artistic merits nowadays. I know I've been dabbling into the digital media, and I want to keep my movies physicalized. But I gotta admit that I kind of like ultraviolet now. But yeah, movies are art. It's an art form, and it's easier to fuck up. But ultimately, I think I consider movies to be the definitive art form. Yeah, I think I would consider them to be. Anyways, thank you guys for watching and keep your head held up high.